Second time I'm going to try this. The first time I had my sound not work, and that was kind of silly. So I'm just going to give you a little scroll through of my Audible account. Right now I'm in the middle of War Storm. The Hobbit, actually, a student is reading. Anything by Mel Robbins, I cannot recommend enough. I read the Amityville Horror for the read-along with Dean Reads. Renegades, yep, there it is. Crap Kingdom is one of those hidden gems that people either don't talk about or don't know about. It is amazing. Here it is. The chosen one must be retrieved from earth. He will bring down the wall and restore kingdom to the glory. His name is Tom Parking. And this mysterious yet oddly ordinary in prophecy. It just really does not do a good job of describing it. Really, truly check it out. I loved the... This was from the readathon. I went and found the shortest books to do for BookTubeathon. Then down here we got the Incendiary, the whole Premonition series. I did a review about those. You can find those down below. You Can Be Happy No Matter What is life-changing. More Sarah J. Maas. Searching for Dragons. I was revisiting that whole series. Legendary. I stopped in the middle of what I was doing to read that. To Kill a Kingdom. I feel like there's more that's going to happen. More Amy Bartal, The Traitor Born. I can't wait for that third of the series. And then Lee Bardugo. Also, Everless. Everless is so great. You're also going to see a lot of Lee Child. I love Jack Reacher. The Four Agreements is something I read for BookTubeathon. And you're going to see stuff like A Thousand Cuts. That's David's. Fallen Angels I read with my students. But there's more Lee Child. There's Caravel. I had to reread it because Legendary was coming out. And then Anne Aguirre with Outpost. She also wrote Enclave. And I actually have a book of hers upstairs that I haven't read yet, but it's been signed. I got it at that bookshop in Portland, Powell's. I loved the Match series. It's something else I don't hear a lot of people talk about. The Cruel Prince, Ready Player One, which I read before the movie was even an idea. And I think we're getting into December because now I'm reading Harry Potter. David read Twin Peaks. The One Dark Throne, which reminds me that I need to go back and revisit that series. More Sarah J. Maas, more Amy A. Bartal. The Cricket series is really fun. This Persuasion, Curse of the Gods, it was a series that started out really kind of interesting. There was some sexual tension, but it never felt like it was going to cross a boundary. And when it got a little too much for me, I was like, ooh, I'm out. Humble Inquiry is all about being a coach for work. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and Daring Greatly. I cannot say enough. Three Dark Crowns. The Rose and the Dagger and the Wrath and the Dawn are beautifully written. David listened to it. Then I went through my Cassandra Clare phase. The Chemist, which is really good if you haven't read it. I really like the Throne of Glass series. Rules of Attraction, I think, is David's. And then we've got Sarah J. Maas and Carve the Mark with Veronica Roth. And then I went through the Clockwork stuff. This is when I first started with my first YouTube channel. I was just trying to get as much info. Wayfarer and Passenger are another set of books that I don't hear people talk about, but it's so good. There's Heartless, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. Beep is super great if you are like me and you can be in your head kind of filled with self-doubt and those negative thoughts. My friend Leah calls them, from Where in the World is Leah? She calls them brain weasels, and I love it. More Cassandra Clare. Oh my gosh, okay, Ever Wild, Ever Found, and that whole series with Neil Shusterman. So good. Another one you're going to see by Neil Shusterman down here is going to be Rewind. Oh, check that out. I'm not going to say anything else. Dan Wells also wrote the Partial series, which is really nice. I like that a lot. More Lee Bardugo, Crooked Kingdom, and Six of Crows. Hello! More Sarah J. Maas. This book is called White Trash. It's the 400-year untold history of class in America. It's pretty fascinating. More Sarah J. Maas. Scar Tissue is from David. The Dweller Saga I got because it was like one thing, and I got 3 books, and I really liked actually all of them. I'm number 4, I enjoy. I liked that whole fifth wave situation. Anything that says John Waters is David. See, here's the ruins, fragments, and partials. This role models. Anything by John Waters, again, is David's. And then we're getting into the Kira class. Here's more. Oh, Marie Lu. I totally forgot about how much I really liked her. A friend suggested Oryx and Crake. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I got into a Julie Kagawa phrase, as you can see. More Kira class, more Victoria. There's The Passenger. It's basically like a time travel novel. It's so interesting. Then, getting into winter. And then here's my first little falling in love with Amanda Hocking trilogy. Snow Like Ashes I've started, and I have not finished any of the other books. Atlantia was by Ali Condi. She wrote the Match series, which I loved, and I can't remember a lot about that book. More Amanda Hocking. Sir Ken Robinson. Holy cow. I was physically in the same room with him, and people were coming up to him and asking for selfies, and I couldn't do it because I'm a fangirl. Fangirls don't do calm, and he is a freaking knight. He did not want to put up with my nonsense. Over here, we got more Marissa Mayer. Nerd Do Well is actually, it would be something normally that was David's, but I actually really liked it. It kind of cracked me up. Article 5, I never finished the trilogy. Time of the Twins I revisited. It's something I read in high school and thought I would like it again. I tried to get back into Anne McCaffrey. American Psycho is David, the disaster artist. Oh my gosh. We are huge Room fans. We love it, love it, love it. And this book is amazing. And the movie that they made with it, so good. Deborah, oh yeah, here's another one. Deborah Harkness and the Book of Life. Holy cow, that's such a great book. It's the 3rd in a trilogy that starts with the discovery of witches, and it is fascinating. Patton Oswalt is David. Requiem, Pandemonium, and Delirium. It's like the whole Love's Been Outlawed thing. Very interesting. Unsold and Unwind. That's the one where, like, if you're under the age of 18, your family can have you unwound, and that means that they take all of the government takes you and takes all of your organs, your skin, your eyes, everything, because we lived in a world in which people wouldn't donate stuff. Then Morley Child. I read Under the Dome. It was okay. I love the Kira Cass selection series. The Giver. Yeah, that was a bummer because it was a sad book. You know, I've read all of James Dashner, and it's okay. I'm not against it. I really liked the Divergent series. Oh, yes. Scott Westfield and the Pretties and the Uglies and the Specials. Oh, my gosh, you guys. If you have not read the Uglies yet, please do yourself a favor. Morley Child, Tuck Everlasting. I've read that book so many times, and it is such a beautiful book. Morley Child. I tried to listen to The Fellowship of the Ring. It's just not my jam, friends. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm still allowed to be on BookTube. I love everything else about it except for actually reading the books. That sounds crazy. Mark Tufo is a great author. He has a writing style that's so unique, and basically zombies are here. And this is Zombie Fallout number 5. He's probably written several more. Morley Child, more Mark Tufo, and then we're getting into what I read when I was doing my Thank you. When I was doing my master's degree, Liberty's Exile, Scratch of a Pen. Then Gregor the Overlander series I really like. More Mark Tufo, more Gregor. Here is the Deborah Harkness series beginning, A Discovery of Witches and Shadow of Night. More books, 1941. Christopher Moore is one of my favorites, but I did not enjoy Sacre Bleu. I really like Fool. Morley Child, and then The Hunger Games. I can't believe that's how long it's been since I've listened to The Hunger Games. There was a period where I was listening to it on repeat. The Stieg Larsson, Girl Who Kicked in Dragon Drums, which is the second part of Dragon Singer, which is one of my absolute favorite stories. So there's my little scroll through. Oh my gosh, Where the Red Fern Grows, you guys. Ugh, who wants to cry? So yeah, that is my little book. I was going to show you my stats if I can Let me see here. Stats. All right, so my listening level, I've gotten all of these. Here's my badge collection. I'm missing a few, but they're ones that, like, I'm not going to lose my mind over not having. So this is not going to work. It's just rolling. That's fine. Oh, is it not going to do this either? Total. So I've spent over 3 months reading, and darn it, and it's going to do this. Oh, well, there it is, 235 audiobooks, all that I love dearly. This is probably the longest video I've ever done. Let me know. Oh, here we go. Yay, look, guys. So the only ones I don't have is the Dabbler and the Watchtower, and I think the Watchtower you have to read like a ton, and Dabbler you have to not finish, and I like to finish books. I really do. So that is my audio bookshelf tour thingy majigger. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Keep reading and take care of yourselves. Mwah!